Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming out very soon, and the hype is absolutely real. They are going all out with the promos for this movie. SHF came out with their stuff, so did Legends. Little Caesars released the Webberoni pizza.
This pizza is so good. Dad, I'm gay.
I don't think I really have to explain why this is the most hyped movie as of right now, so I'm just gonna skip ahead and say we're gonna review some toys.
That's right, Wade.
Want my money back for those karate lessons!
Story about your grandfather unscrewing a light bulb, and I can't tell a 3-second.
So currently we have the Blokees Brand New Day Spidey and the Marvel Legends Brand New Day Hulk. I had these figures for a while now, and you know what? I thought I'd do a video on both of them. I was gonna review the Mayfix Final Swing suit, but y'all voted on the Blokees, and since this figure is more accurate to the suit, you know, it's the Brand New Day suit, I think I'll just review this one instead. Alright, I think that's enough yapping. Let's just get to the review, because yeah, I don't want to make this intro too long.
That's it. I'm done with this game. I'd rather press my face against the hippopotamus's butt.
What would Jesus do?
Yeah, I'm not even joking, it came like this when I got it in the mail. Luckily, nothing was broken on the inside, you know, I'm glad. But, yeah, this box, I don't know what they did with this box, dude. That's just, it's going to the garbage. He also comes with an instruction booklet, which helps you, you know, assemble the figure. It's nothing too difficult, the build is really easy, but I already built it, so I don't need it. And out of the box, he just looks amazing, dude. I love the red and the blue, all the sculpted detail for the red and blue. It's just a beautiful, bright figure to look at, and I love it. The suit is already great enough to look at. I think it's the perfect live-action Spidey suit, but seeing it in figure form, it's just a different feeling, dude. The sculpting is also really great. I love the detail on the red and the blue. I'll show off the panel lining in a minute, but I really like how the panel lining is done on the blue, where it's not over-designed like in the Mayfix. I think the only things painted in this figure are the web shooters, the front and back logos. The only things that aren't painted are the armpits and the butterfly joints where there should be blue. The head is the usual Tom Holland mask design, but I really like how it's done here. I think the lenses might be painted or they might be molded, I can't tell. The boot detail is some nice attention to detail. I like how it is. Also underneath the abdomen, there's like no blue there. It kind of breaks away. Kind of sucks it doesn't have everything. Yet again, it's a model kit. I think the fun is in customizing the figure that you end up building. I think that's kind of like the point of model kits. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. So here's the box for Hulk. I admit I'm not a huge fan of the design for this box. I think the yellow is a little ugly. Nice concept art. Let's just get him out of the box real quick. And here he is out of the box. Alright, so right off the bat, let's just get started at the head, because that's where it has everyone talking about this figure. Not in a light, positive way. I don't really have a problem with it. I think the hairline is okay. Of course, you could add sculpt to it. It's not the best Hulk head, but it's definitely not the worst in my opinion. Overall, I do think the, you know, gray around the hair is done very nicely. I think the shade of green is really nice too. I do like how the, you know, veins and muscles and the, you know, abs have like a little black wash to them, especially the chest hair. I sound gay saying all this. But yeah, no, the muscles look really nice on this Hulk. And yeah, I do like how the pants look too, you know, nice and detailed, especially when it's ripped at the bottom. I'm talking about an action figure, guys, dude. I sounded really gay, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm talking about muscles and veins and how I like it. I'm done.
Everyone, Dan here from the...
Wow, Dan, is this for me?
Is the Bloods versus Crips GTA mod. Yes,
what?
It's actually
What
pretty
the
hilarious.
fuck
So
are
this
you
is...
Now Spidey comes with a good assortment of hands, a web accessory, and some nice extra pieces like joints or for the head. I do like how Blokees, adds the replacement parts in case anything were to happen. I think it's cool. He also comes with a stand that you have to build alongside the figure, and then it gets the job done, it's a nice little stand with the figure on display. Although he doesn't really come with a lot, I feel like that's a good amount of accessories for Spidey, considering that that's all you need for him. You could really achieve some great poses with all these accessories. And yeah, I'm just gonna cut it short right here because he doesn't really come with a lot. He comes with 2 fists, some web accessories, a screaming head, and a ripped shirt. That's it. The web accessories look really nice when you put Spidey having them. There's just not much I could say. He doesn't really come with a lot of accessories, but yeah, that's it. Here he is next to Hulk, the born-again Punisher, the best Marvel Legends Wolverine. Here he is Hulk with Punisher. Here's Spidey with the Revoltech Deku. Here he is next to the SHF, and I gotta say, it's really nice to see these two together. I honestly have high expectations for the SHF that's coming out, and you know what? It's nice to mess with this figure. If you want to see more about the SHF, I suggest watching Tizzify's video on it, as I think he made a great video on the SHF Spidey. And of course, here he is to the Mafex Final Swingsuit, and my god, they look so beautiful next to each other. I really can't decide which one I like more. Honestly, I feel like I like both equally. I might do a comparison video of these, the SHF and the Legends for Brand New Day, but yeah, that's all I have to say. I love these two guys a lot. Overall, the scaling is amazing. Hulk, you can't really mess up the scale because he's a big dude, so he has to be bigger than Legends, but Spidey, it's like, I thought he'd be shorter because that's how Blokees do their figures. They would be shorter. But this Spidey fits perfectly next to Marvel Legends. And honestly, he looks great next to some of the figures I showed in the scaling.
Yeah,
You wouldn't have shit without me,
yeah, alright.
Not goodness.
So, I was gonna do a voiceover, but I feel like I don't have enough time for that kind of stuff right now. So I'm just gonna go over the articulation, by talking while posing it, and if the camera wants to play nice, okay, there we go. So we're gonna start the head. It can move up pretty decently. The head moves down a lot. That's great. The head has some really, really good tilt. Be careful because this will pop out, but really great tilt. Same with the other side. And because this is a ball joint on these, 2 areas, you get some crazy, crazy head movement, which is really nice and essential for a Spidey figure. I feel like the back of this does need to be modded to where it allows for more head movement, but overall, I'm satisfied with that. The arms move out very great. I'm so stupid, I should have done this. I forgot to mention he does this, but it's obvious considering this is connected to a ball joint. There's also a butterfly movement on this, which it only goes forward. It doesn't really go back. I feel like it's a little more, I feel like it's sunken in to where it makes the proportions a little wonky. That's just me. If anything, this reminds me of the first SHF Homecoming Spidey. But yeah, the butterfly joints, they're pretty good. I just wish they would move back. There's also just a normal average bicep swivel and a nice double jointed elbow. That is nice. The wrists are like the SHF Mafex wrists, where it's like a ball joint. You could move it any direction you want, have it hinged, have it go up and down. So yeah, it's just like, SHF and Mafex, nothing too special. Now let's get to the torso. This is what I like. So because these two have ball joints, like they're connected to ball joints, it can't crunch forward. Unfortunately, you might have to mod it if you want a deeper crunch, but you can arch it, and that is a really good arch, especially if you want to do crazy poses with this Spidey. What I really like is when you move it back, you can see the Spidey logo. Same thing with the back. I really like that. I do wish there was some painted blue on that, but whatever. You could add the paint yourself. It's a model kit. Now to the legs. Okay, so starting off, it has a thigh swivel, That is nice. It's just like how the Mafex does it. It can kick up very high, and I also forgot to mention, drop down hips. That is awesome. And with the drop down, you get to have so much more movement, and you get to like achieve so many great dynamic posing out of this. It's just awesome. Like, you could already have him in a pose because of the drop down hips. Like, doing that, that's really nice. I really like that. Be careful when bending the knee, because if you try to... Oh, dropped it. Be careful when bending the knee, because if you try to bend it too much, this will pop off. Like I said, it's a model kit, so... Oh boy, everything is escalating. Okay. So, just a pretty good bend at the knee, right? And then the foot, same thing with the wrist. It's like how Mafex SHF does it. You can have it any direction you want. It has a really, really good pivot, which allows for posing. Especially, you know, when you have it like these. And this is something that is essential to every Spidey figure, that it should have it. I don't know why they don't do this enough. Toe joints. This is $22, $23. This comes with toe joints. That should say something. That should really say something. This one's gonna be a little more difficult because Hulk is a humongous guy. But let's try to get through it. Okay, so he has a pretty... I think he could barely look up. Yeah, this is how much he looks up. I mean, if you try to pull it back too much, it could pop out the head, and I don't want to do that. So it can move... I think it can move down that much. I'm trying to like... Oh, there we go. Yeah, it can move down that much, right? And because it's a ball joint, you get... Oh, see, look what happened. It popped off the head. Because it's a ball joint, you can get some, not a lot, but decent tilt, you know, usual ball joint stuff. The arms move out that much. The bicep swivel is interesting, because usually when it comes to bicep swivels, they would like rotate with the entire arm, but in this case, it's like a separate piece. That is weird. The arm can do a full 360, and... you know, not that good, you know, elbow movement. The wrist, your usual Marvel Legends wrist. Nothing too special. Now, this is the part that has everyone, you know, talking about this whole figure. The torso. They added new engineering to the torso. It's not the crappy, you know, single joint waist cut, or sometimes they don't even have a waist cut. It's just this top part right here. But... with the added joint, unfortunately, you cannot have him moving forward. I've seen people modify this Hulk figure. I've seen friends do it to achieve way better crunch, which is unfortunate because I know what Hasbro's doing. It's just that they don't know how to innovate it right, and that is kind of a shame. But it looks less uglier when you're trying to pose it, and it allows for some good, you know, movement. You could also arch the back pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for the torso. Legs. Okay, that is quite scary. Usual, you know, bend at the knee with the legs, and same thing with the pivot. It could pivot nicely, actually really nicely. Good, you know, ankle movement. And the legs can spread. They could kick up this high. Don't be intimidated by this. It's just a soft diaper piece. So yeah. But I don't know if it... Oh, actually, hold up. It can kick a little more back. That's actually awesome. And there's also a thigh swivel. And I think that's it for Hulk. Overall, I love the articulation on this figure. You could put it in so many poses and you wouldn't get tired of it. I was not able to put this figure down for the amount of poses I would put him in. And the articulation, I'm glazing it. I love the articulation on this figure. You can really get some great poses out of it. And you know what? I'm just gonna showcase a couple poses I made while the smooth jazz plays. Hulk has some pretty decent articulation too. I do like the torso movement, I wish I could do more with it, and I do wish there was some butterfly joints.
Debbie Downer head ass.
Oh, mommy!
So what's the final verdict here? I think I'm gonna start with Hulk because I really don't have much to say. Despite the new articulation, can the camera focus? Alright, so despite the new articulation, it's overall not the best Hulk figure in my opinion. Damn, the head just fell. But yeah, I don't have many MCU Hulks, so this is a nice figure to have. I do think he's fun to mess with. Would I say this is the best Legends Hulk? I'm a little mixed because I do want to say it's the best Legends Hulk, but at the same time, it's still not a great Hulk figure. So yeah, aside from that, I feel like it's still a fun figure to have, and if you're a Hulk fan or, you know, excited for Brand New Day, I'd still recommend getting this figure because, you know, I think with some mods, it could be way better than, you know, it originally is. And I've seen what people do with this Hulk figure because of the mods they do, and it improves this figure a lot. So maybe that's what I need to do. I just need to mod this figure. So yeah, that's it for Hulk.
What do you call a snow monster with a six-pack?
Now let's get to Spidey. I'm gonna be honest with you right here. This is my favorite figure of 2026. At least it's up there, you know? I really love this figure. I could not put it down with the poses I do. I love just looking at it. Like the blue, the red, the colors, everything, even the sculpted detail. This is like, I love the live action Brand New Day suit. I love the Brand New Day suit. I really do. And I'm so excited to see it in action. And seeing it in figure form, it's just beautiful. I know the proportions are a little wonky. You know, it does need some modification like in the head and the ab crunch. And it does need some web lines. And definitely some blue parts need to be painted. But overall, this is a really great figure. And honestly, I could see myself messing with this for a long while. And don't get me wrong, I still love this Mafex. This Mafex is amazing, okay? I'm not a huge fan of the detail on the arms, if you could see that, or on the legs where there's like panel lining like that. I'm not a huge fan of it. Either way, it's still a great figure, and if you want to get this instead of Blokees, I won't blame you, because, you know, it's a nice figure for Brand New Day. But yeah, don't forget, this is still a final swingsuit. This is the Brand New Day figure, and honestly, I'm gonna see myself messing with this more than the Mafex, which is pretty crazy to say, really crazy to say. But yeah, no, I really enjoy this figure. Top 5 figures of the year right now. I'm also gonna compare the SHF real quick. I know I compared it in the scaling, but yeah, I'm excited to see how SHF does their Brand New Day figure. I think it looks very cool. And you know what? Maybe I'll give it a cop. Maybe I'll give Legends a cop and give it a chance. But overall, this is the best Brand New Day Spidey. Now, will my opinion change if I have, you know, the Legends, SHF? I'm probably not gonna get the Mafex for a while, so I'm just gonna count this. If I do a comparison video, will this still be the best? We'll have to find out. I'm definitely gonna do that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this Spidey figure. I would highly recommend it. Highly recommend. Yeah, and you know what? Just seeing these two together, it's beautiful. But yeah, definitely get these figures. I would highly recommend these. These are just nothing but peak, just absolute peak. And overall, these figures get me hyped for Brand New Day. I'm excited to see it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the final verdict. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry if the camera quality wasn't that good, or if I was probably rushing towards things. I have to really get this video out because I won't be home, and by the time I get back, Brand New Day would already be out. So I do have to get this video done very soon. I hope y'all enjoy it, and I hope y'all enjoy Spider-Man Brand New Day, and let me know if you guys want me to review anything else. With that, have a great day and a good night.
Shake.
Nathan Soy Adam.